I'm taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
They waiting.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pascal, New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's up? I'm a recovering Haney'ac. I need another Haney performance like that, man. I don't know. But yeah, man, fuck all that, man. We here, man. Jesus should have worked with God. Go artist, sometimes out right now for Chirac Adele album. Yes, sir, it's out streaming everywhere. Make sure you cop that. You know what it is. Go artist Monday. RingGameRadio.com. Live, be in here, boxing talk. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Ring Gang House forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You know who this is? Your boy King People. They can box in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go. Lights get niggas running shit.
I'm gonna ignore that colorist chant. I cannot participate.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. But whose band? I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was a hater, I would have banned both Mason and Noakes for fucking up my parlay. But you know what? It was a great fight. So you know what? I'm not gonna hate. Shout outs to both of them. They gave us a hell of a fight. And, you know, I fuck with Haney, but the Hulk of Haneyac's got to chill a little bit. Let's not go too crazy. So y'all got a preemptive warning. And I fuck with Haney. But some of the Hulk of Haney...
Yeah, it's almost like a low level when, you know, when people that picked Crawford to beat Spence went under, you know, went ham like I like.
Yo, and I'm a fan. I'm actually a Haney fan, but these Hulk of Haneyac's are getting a little too crazy for my liking.
Yeah, you know, let's
just jump into that shit, but introduce his last nigga.
Hey yo, and I got my other man with me. I'm gonna introduce himself.
Hey, what's up? Last but not first, but not second, but I'm last. I don't know. But I'm here. Ring Game Radio, Conscious Pod, the West Coast Advantage. Let's go. Yeah.
That was the remix, Vegas edition, yo.
I mean, he lucky I didn't say the new guy. I thought we was past that.
5 years already. A new guy, 5 years. We gotta get somebody else. God damn it.
You see, that nigga got agitated with that. He's like, new guy, like, god damn it, like, the fuck, like.
Yeah, but
he's still not on coffee runs, nigga. Like, the fuck.
But he's still elevating, though. He remixed and he's still elevating. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, he did remix.
It's all about the elevation. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Ring 4, man. It came. You know, the fights happened, and some of them. We had a fight of the year, and then we had brutal levels of separation, and particularly in one fight, you know, that we have to definitely get to first. You know, of course, we'll talk about Haney and Brian Norman, because I mean, obviously that was the fight that, you know, that pretty much that actually fueled the actual card. Like,
I mean, that was the unofficial main event.
That was the unofficial main event.
Definitely the unofficial. It had all the drama of the main event, but I'll say this: I'm glad it wasn't though. Like,
now looking at it now,
I'm glad it wasn't. It wasn't it was unofficial, but the card was perfect the way it was set up. I'll say that.
Yeah, and this is where the turkey.
Haney didn't have a walk home, didn't have a parking lot, locker room, or hallway lobby type of performance where you're like, oh shit, you amped up like you were just in Rocky 4 or some shit.
A walk-off home run, a walk-off grand slam or something. You know?
Yeah. Like Bitter Beef, Campillo, whoever the knockoff, the walk-off knockout he did, it wasn't that.
Yeah. No, and obviously this was like the second card that Turkey did where he put an unlikely main event, you know, in the main event spot. And that, of course, ended up in a brutal knockout and a star-making performance for one Shiraz, and pretty much put Edgar in the bushes. But then again, that same philosophy, you know, was on display with this card, you know, with Haney and Norman, which everyone thought should have been the main event, because pretty much anyone that was bought the pay-per-view or was going to watch the card was largely watching because of those two.
Yeah.
Because they had been going back and forth on social media. and the backstory with Haney, his shaky performance against Jose Ramirez.
It was a lot of shit. It was a lot of shit.
I'm just glad it was two American welterweights. I will say two black American welterweights that kind of fueled the whole show. Really, I mean, they did fuel the show. I mean, the whole build up.
Yeah, and of course, it was discussed because it pretty much, and then you had like fighters talking about, well, Brian Norman's gonna knock Devin Haney the fuck out. I mean, Tim Bradley. You see a lot of these fighters are kind of now have to kind of walk back their matter of fact comments because it's just. But
you have to. Like, shout out to Haney. Like, he did his thing.
And they were it's always a little funnier when like they're like extra loud about it. Like it's always the loudest people, like the loudest and rawest people that always like. It's funny to see them just gotta walk back what they said.
Like me, even though I picked Norman to win, I was kind of like the same thing. Tim Bradley, as the fight went on, because I've been watching his videos, I noticed like the fucking titles were kind of like flip flopping so much as the fight drew near. So I know Timmy wasn't even confident in that pick, you know what I'm saying? To be honest.
I mean, I was confident in mine because, like I said, as I mentioned before, you heard me say on the podcast before, I was not a believer in Norman like that. I just like, there's something about him. I wasn't believing what he was doing.
I think me, LB, even though I'm sure maybe P, I think we expected Norman to be a little better skill. I don't know. I expected Norman to be a little better.
Nah, it was more so like my prediction was more so on Haney, not necessarily Norman. Like, I didn't like the way Haney was looking.
Yeah.
I did say there was a way for him to beat Norman.
Yeah. I mean, it's logical.
I did say that, like, and he kind of did some of that. Like, he pressed Norman back. But my whole thing is this, like, to be honest, Haney only really looked good for like 6 rounds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you remember, without Pat mentioning, he did drop him, which kind of shocked got the internet kind of going crazy for a sec when he
needed that moment. Like, Haney needed a meme that was on his side.
The only round I really didn't like from Haney was the first round. I thought he came out looking very just shaky and just very jittery and just like fidgety.
He threw a punch that first round.
But then the second round, he started getting his groove. So
he dropped him.
But then he was still scary. Like, man, look, this nigga. Look, I don't know what it is, but he still shook somehow. Like, he don't truly believe in himself or what he could do. Like, his punch output was still low.
Yeah,
he did a lot of clinching for a guy his size and strength. Like, it was obviously he was the stronger, more physical guy, but he didn't fight like it. And
no, he was fighting basically like a power, like a counter puncher. Like, pretty much, he was
too much of a counter puncher.
Yeah, like he was just trying to run Norman into a check hook, in which he did. But it wasn't all the time because Norman
did, but it tapered off. Like, it was looking good the first half of the fight until it got to round maybe the 7th or the 8th where he started backing up in straight lines. It really looked where, like, damn, Norman, if you kind of tried a little more, you could kind of do something.
Yeah, but
Norman never adjusted. He never changed levels. He never really. He may have landed a few joints, but nothing of consequence. Nothing.
Well, he tried to make it rough in the mid rounds. That was his adjustment, and I think Haney kind of got okay. Wait a minute, he's getting a little rough. So let me try clinching more just to kind of stifle whatever he's trying to do. Like,
then once he stifled it, like, he didn't never put offense behind it. Like, Haney, like, I don't know. It's just that's why I like. I can't give it an A+ performance. It's like a good B+.
Yeah, B+ is solid because like you said,
the way he hurt Norman and had him looking, he was supposed to wipe his ass with Norman, bro.
Yeah, like Norman was. If Norman got out of the second round, he should have jumped on it in the third round, like that, because Norman was.
Yeah, there's still some type of hesitation with Haney. Like, think about this. Like, we're applauding Haney for this performance.
Absolutely.
But if Boots had this performance against Norman, we would let him have it, son.
Absolutely.
Norman
so that just show you the levels between these niggas.
But after the fact, after the fight, Norman said it was a flash knockdown. Obviously, it wasn't I think Haney could have. Norman was hurt. Haney could have stopped him. I'm just saying, he was hurt after that drop. If
Or at
Haney
least
won-
whooped him a lot better than what he did. Like
he could have
it
dropped him
went
again.
from I could out like if the fight went from I could beat the shit out this nigga until I could outbox him anyway and clean.
Yeah, it's not boxing now because he took his. I mean, well, I'm gonna give Norman a little bit of credit. I'm still gonna be looking out for him and stuff. I know a lot of fans that were Haney haters are probably gonna jump off the wagon. I see the memes out there, but I mean, there's things to improve on. He's 24, so
Because he didn't fucking look for this type of performance and the way Haney looked. Norman still had chances. It was just a strategy, and I don't know if he didn't. I know people are talking about he didn't get acclimated to the over there, but that's his fault.
Well,
He's fault.
He left a little late, which was kind of weird. They got there the week of or the day before a week type of thing, and
Like then I was hearing they lied about that to throw people off. Like whatever the case was. Like, if you fucked up now, that's on him because you had to travel to Japan and other places.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
You already should be a no-brainer situation for you. So, and Japan is like even further, ain't it? So it's like,
yeah, and also another thing too is because
damn.
Another thing with Norman that's not really talked about as much for him is prior to him signing the Top Rank. I mean, we're hardcores, but none of us really knew what his opponents were like before he signed the Top Rank. Like, because he was fighting on BLK Prime.
BLK Prime.
Yeah, so basically, I only saw maybe bits of footage here and there though. But when he signed with Top Rank,
he was known for the sparring with Tank and Bud. That was his thing.
Pretty much, yeah. That was just the reputation. Because
this the worst he's looked against Haney. Like, it seemed like he had the explosiveness was gone. He didn't have he looked quick in the first couple of rounds, like the hand speed, but this was like Mikey Garcia Spence all over again, but at least Spence he threw more hands on Garcia though.
But see, like I said, I saw him twice before he won the title, and I was there for the Boca Chica fight, and then when he fought Korea, and he was boxing, I'm like, damn, his boxing is mid. I just didn't see it with this guy. So that's why, when all of a sudden he stops, Santillan, who's like a brute, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, what the fuck am I missing here? And he's scoring all these knockouts, and it's just it's the opponents because all the opponents he was fighting are brutes.
You think it was Top Rank man? You think it was the classic matchmake Top Rank? Top Rank matchmaking?
Yes. Now more than ever, absolutely. Yeah.
It's a little bit of everything. The matchmaking built him up. And Haney looked extra vulnerable. Let's not that Ramirez fight did not give me any confidence going into any future Haney fight.
I mean, to be honest, this is Regis and Haney's best performance. It is what it is. That's what we can get out of Haney.
And I think the Regis performance is better than this one. But
no, the Regis performance was that was Haney's magnum opus. That was a flawless performance. He was
the best one since then,
because Haney was beat the shit out of Regis one sided, he dropped him twice.
And he let his hands go a little more too, he didn't back up in straight line, he didn't take certain punches from Regis that he took from what's his name Norman that he shouldn't have taken. So it's still that skittishness, scary, it just don't feel right. Just like how you see Lucien Boute's fights where he looks like a guy who doesn't like getting hit. That's what Devin Haney kind of gives me. Boute is a little worse because the way he turns his head, just the way he acts. Right. But Haney's looks bad because he's gotten so strong and his body filled out. He looks like a real adult.
He looks the bigger man. He was a true welterweight in there.
But he's fight like it. I'm tired of these niggas with the whole Danny Jacobs Golovkin game plan where motherfuckers do this Avenger X-Men training and get all swollen shit. But then it's like when it comes time to the fight, niggas is sticking and moving and not fighting. Like, come on.
And truthfully, I think that's just more of the Floyd influence because we kind of made fun of she's trying to
yeah, but like even Floyd, like okay, just to put it like this, like because Floyd has so many performances, like even Floyd's performance over Robert Guerrero was more offensive than this.
Yeah.
And this is, and I'm not even I'm choosing Money May. I'm choosing, like, I'm not even using Pretty Boy Floyd. I'm using Money Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
Like these guys, they just gotta they gotta let their hands go more, and you gotta literally take the opponent's offense out the picture if you're trying to be Floyd. Like a lot of y'all niggas get hit a little too much to be on this Floyd shit.
Yeah,
y'all not hitting enough.
On top of that, Floyd didn't clinch like how Haney was clinching. Like Floyd,
yes, and Floyd wasn't as big as these niggas. That's the thing. Like, look, Haney's not a small dude. I'm telling y'all that. Like,
yeah, he's not.
And now that you see that he's really could eat his steak and potatoes and food and and shit, like he really can eat the Muslim plate. Like,
this nigga said Muslim plate.
Like he's more filled out. Like he's stronger. You could tell. Like he was bullying Norman in the clinches. Like
him in the clinch. Yeah.
So it's like, why not punch with it? Like that's the thing. Like with Holyfield. Holyfield was swole and big and strong.
Yeah.
But he bullied you with punches too.
I mean, like, I watch a lot of YouTube unboxing, and I'm sure y'all see on Twitter the Norman Senior clips. But literally, that. The way he was talking was like, did you even really, I expected more out of Norman Sr., who's, went distance with Parmesan Pascal, having that boxing background in life. Like, I expected, he was just talking about how he didn't have no power, we're going to walk right through him, my son going to step over you, but there was not, the coaching seemed, I think with better coaching, it could have been a close, I don't know, it just seems like it wasn't, Brian Norman Sr. failed his son there. And,
Norman Sr., obviously he's a former pro boxer, but he wasn't giving his son any real good advice in this corner. Like, there was none. Just making roughness, get in there and shit like that. Because, like I said, Haney was hurting him. Like, Haney broke that dude's nose. Like, you see, because Norman was fucking with his nose. Like, he was, like, all throughout the fight.
Like, by round 3, round 4, his nose was fucked. I give Norman credit. He's tough. He's tough. He could have, because that eye and that nose was in bad shape by the end of the fight.
He's too hittable. He shouldn't even have to be tough for that type of anemic offense he was facing.
Yeah.
Like he was like, honestly, he was supposed to turn that fight around in the second half, and he never really did. Like, if he won rounds only because Haney did super less, but it wasn't on no like that one judge had 114, 113.
Get the fuck out of here! Yeah, like that ain't no damn one.
Like you could give Norman maybe 3 rounds best, but even then, like, he didn't look good winning those 3 rounds. It was more so Haney just did less work.
Haney taking a round, doing the driven, taking a round off. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, like this new era of taking the round off is just killing me with these niggas, because when they take the round off, they put the "sorry, we're closed" up fucking sign on the door.
We'll be back.
Basically the like. Yeah, Haney had the jab going, and that jab was A+, but it's just like you could.
It was so sporadic though. Come on.
I had the prime Haney jab for a bit, but I felt like after round 6, round 7, he stopped using it. He just stopped using it.
Thank you. Like all he did was just back up and like maybe shoot a counter, and I'm like, bro, like. Like y'all can't. Not everybody's Keith Thurman. Like y'all niggas can't really like stick and move like that. Y'all just move and stick a little, then move.
It twig, not stick. They just put a little twig on it.
Yeah, like, but not Haney's jab was nice when he used it. Like
he used it. He stopped using it.
Yeah. Because the way he was kind of busting dude's face, I was like, okay, like I know this nigga ain't. I know I said he ain't have a Golovkin jab, but if he keep this up, like, who knows? Because this is the thing, like, if Klitschko and Golovkin landing those type of jabs, they're throwing it way more. Like, they're throwing 3 jabs to Haney's 1 jab.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. Haney moves around to buy more time with those damn dead spots and dead gaps and shit. Where the jab is the time. That is the movement. Like, these niggas treat it like they're 2 different things, but the movement is the jab. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
he silenced niggas though. I give him that.
Yeah, because everyone was pretty much ready to put their post or whatever. When Norman knocks him out, people were ready to let him have it though. But instead, it was just silence. It was pure silence, and it's like not one. I mean, obviously the ones who are who are like not homers or anything like that, or Haneyaks or whatever, or the ones who appreciate Haney's boxing was like, okay, that was a hell of a performance. Like, yeah, welterweight champion. And so it's like, and like Haney did, he did that. So it's like, I mean,
three division champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, 3 division. So I think once you get to 4 divisions, depending if you start at 135 type thing, that 4 division sounds real sweet. 3 is really good though, because a lot of niggas became 2 now. You know what I'm saying? Teal is 2 time.
Yeah, 2 is like the new average now.
2's the new average. Back in the day, the top guys ran through 4, at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, at least Haney does have an undisputed title in one of his. So it's like, I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, and undisputed. And I think Haney,
and he's fighting names and he's fighting names and like dangerous guys in these divisions.
Even when I was watching him like back in the day when he had the Showbox documentary, the only fighter I remember having a documentary after a Showbox fight. You know what I'm saying? Seeing all the fight interviews, like this is a big kid. Like I can see him up, be testing the waters at 154 type of thing. I don't know. I'm not sure how.
He definitely can fight at 154.
I mean, honestly, since he's going to be a top guy in terms of matchmaking, I could see him winning a belt up to middle. I mean, maybe I could see him winning a belt to 160, maybe with the proper, proper maneuvering. Just because he's a big kid.
I don't know about 160.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I won't go 160, but
I'm saying
154, yeah.
Yeah, he ain't top at 147. That's what I'm just saying. He's gonna move up eventually again.
Yeah, because 147, unless 147 kind of improves what it is, like 154 is where where the competition is right now, currently. So,
I feel like he gonna want to get some wins and just stay at 147.
He's probably the best welterweight. I mean, let's be real. There's a good chance he'll be undisputed again at 147.
Yeah, he could. Because the thing is, with 154. Nobody's letting him get off doing the shit he did with Brian Norman. Like,
yeah,
I'm not saying Haney's food at 154, but niggas might make space for the menu for him. Like,
right,
like you're not necessarily food, but niggas is thinking about you on the menu. Because I'm talking about, like, you compare him to everybody, it's like, yeah, Norman's cool, but there's a reason why. He ain't want that boots fade, and he did the right thing for him.
Yeah, like the Normans were definitely the reason why that shit did happen.
Well, I mean, they got 3 times what they were gonna get paid. I mean, if after the purchase or he got about $3 million, he was trying to get more than one mil from Boots. So, I mean,
but he took less beat. See, everybody like this. This is the fucked up part about it. Like people complain about the whole, but they pay Stanionis more money. I'm like, first of all. Stanionis is more deserving and a bigger name than Norman.
Yeah.
So if they pay him more, ain't that common sense?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if they would have fought Pacquiao, they would have paid Pacquiao more too, right? Like,
right.
like nigga, like, are we making sense here? Like, so when people say that shit, it was always just like stupid shit. Now the shit about Boots talking about he wanted to fight Haney and do it at like 150 or something. That was weird.
That was horseshit. Yeah, I was like, no,
like nigga, pick a division, bro. Like,
yeah, there's no reason to have a fucking catchweight for Devin Haney. Like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, like now you sounding like Regis with the hooker fight and shit, bro. Like,
yeah,
you want to fight or not, nigga? Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
And you a guy who was at 147 saying this, like, nigga.
Yeah. Funny, and this is where where Boots gets looked at funny, even though he himself is an elite talent. But like I said, he definitely, the negotiation with him and the Normans, the Norman they did, and yes, they got higher profile fights. But But now it's looking now that Norman's performance against Haney is like, well, damn, his Norman isn't really like he's like now it's like he's a brute.
I heard the matchmakers weren't there inside the off, they weren't there for him after he lost. But he already re-signed to Tubi, so I mean to Top Rank. So he, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we're gonna see him back. I mean, I hope to see him back. I mean,
because they invested in that personality and shit. The thing is with Norman, like.
A lot of people, like a lot of casual, like friends of mine don't want to watch boxing are like, man, this Norman guy before the fight, and he just let down. It was a big letdown because he, obviously
it was, but this is the worst letdown to come from. Like if he would have fought Boots would have styled on him and got him out of there in 5 or 6 rounds. But Norman would have probably shook things up. He would have probably landed a shot or 2. So we would have got like a damn Golovkin Stevens type of performance from Boots, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't go from.
But with this is even worse because it's like it looks like you didn't try enough, and it's not like Haney was looking like Haney didn't do a Boots level performance where you're like, fuck this. I'm not gonna fucking try hard.
You lost to the guy moving up in weight, at least with Boots
that too.
Boots is a big.
But see, we're not even holding that against him because we all know Haney's a big dude. Pause. Yeah. It's more so the effort. If you'd have been trying like Noakes was all night,
yes,
it's a different story. But even Lemieux fighting Saunders, we're like, damn, Saunders is boxing the shit out of him. But Lemieux was swinging for the fences the whole night. Mm-hmm. So, okay, effort. Like, even Eubank versus fucking Groves, like, effort.
Yeah, Eubank Groves. Yeah, that's a good one.
And the thing is, if Norman would have had that type of effort against Haney, something might have happened. Mm-hmm. But he never crossed that line. That like he didn't sell out completely. Like he kind of got tamed. Like, ooh, that jab that comes every 45 seconds is kind of hard. Oh wait, hold on. That left hook he timed me with. That shit kind of hurt. Like Haney wasn't even going to the body. Like he could have really beat the shit out of Norman. Like Norman lucky. Like this is the best case scenario for him. Like he extended his fame. Him and his dad got more famous talking shit for another year. They had this big. They carried boxing for the whole summer, basically. This fight.
Right.
Yeah, and Top Rank re-signed them all.
And you didn't get a career beating out of it. You got a career payday without the career beat. Like, congratulations.
And on top of that, too, it's not like Norman's not favored against the other welterweight champions. Like, he can beat the other welterweight champions.
Yeah, you still the, like, number 2 guy. Like,
no, they dropped the list today. Norman's number 2 on that. You know what's crazy on that about the top welterweight list I want to mention real quick? Rolly and the other guy, Crocker, aren't even on the top 10 list of the Ring magazine, and they're champ. They got belts. That's crazy. I think Barris was number 10, which he's the WBC champ. You know what I'm saying? Ryan's on the list.
That just shows you the levels, man.
Yeah, that shows you how bad welterweight has gotten. Like, it's really bad right now because the 2 of the champions, one was pretty much handed the title, and the other one just happened to get a guy's title because of fuckery, So it's like, and then one can't, is just terrible, and he should be losing his belt pretty soon. That is if Ryan could actually, get his head out of his ass and actually try to fight, and not be shell shocked or whatever. So
speaking of Ryan, like he said, he bet $50,000 on Haney's win, so I know he got paid something nice.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, I mean, because like I said, most of the boxers were going for Haney. Like, I mean,
most like fucking. Once Teddy Atlas, like a couple days ago, before it happened, once Teddy Atlas said he was picking Haney, and then show that the dude on the puncher bed with the big eyes, quote unquote, bet on Norman, I knew it was over. I was like, fuck, it's over. So
yeah, and like I say, I mean, because it was just like Norman just had too many questions. I mean, it was like. Yeah, I get it. Like, he had a nice knockout streak going, but he basically, those were tailor-made. That was the matchmaking because, Santillan was just out of nowhere. Like, that wasn't supposed to happen. Norman's
quality. He has some good things about him, but it's like the effort, like he kind of like he had a Mikey Garcia ass performance.
Yeah,
and it hurts when you see he's doing it against a guy who's not going on. This wasn't like Jeff Lacey versus Calzaghe. Like, you feel me?
yeah. We won't mention that horrible fight.
Horrible ass whooping, but like the reason why I mentioned that fight, like if your effort seems low and it's because somebody's like throwing a gazillion punches, I could get that. But when somebody's taking their time, averaging like 12 punches a round type shit, it's like, bro, like you gonna sit here and just let him do this?
Yes.
Like you're not getting pissed off? Like what happened to these? Like all this, like I bet you wish you could you want to talk about fashion, but the nigga styled on you. Like pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, like yeah, that's you can't do all that talking and have that type of effort. That's my whole thing.
Right.
That's why niggas is turning on him, you know. It's just like, I mean, we kept it real with Jamel Charlo too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't do all that talking. You can't say niggas ducked you for a whole half a decade. Like, you chase him up the fucking super middle, whatever the fuck, and then you just kind of let him do what he want with you.
Yeah, you do a business decision. It's like, wait a minute, you know, he's hit kind of hard. You know, I need to preserve this. I'm getting paid a lot. Fuck, I need to do for myself through that shit. Let me just, you know, and Mel still hasn't recovered from that. Like he hasn't fought since. So
so posting memes on your stories and you know making lions versus boots and lion versus.
Lion holding up boots or holding a
well, he makes a whole bunch of. He had one for everyone.
Yeah.
Like
well, he remember it started with the lion and the shark. You know, Spence, his boy.
Yeah, the shark. Yeah, like, bro, like, don't do all that shit if you just gonna lay an egg, my nigga. Like that's how.
Because I swear to God, when
like, come on.
When Amazon Prime came out, you know, PBC on Prime, I swear back in January they said Jamel will be back. What month are we in? What month are we in right now?
The memes is back. That's the only thing came back was the fucking memes.
No, I don't remember that. I think it was, I don't know, and it might have been Tim Tszyu got beat up at. I don't know when it was, but it was they said Jamel Charlo will be back here next in 2026.
I think it was when Tszyu got beat up.
While we're on the talk of other fighters, somebody needs to tell Conor Benn to shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody trying to hear what you gotta say. You was doing way too much. Like,
yeah.
One nigga who should have got a knockout is him. Like, bro, like you can't. He the last person to talk about somebody ain't getting a knockout.
Him and the Pilgrim talking shit was not. I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah, I mean,
Ben, your fight wasn't much better than Haney, bro.
Yeah,
like really.
The only reason why is because because the Brits love that type of shit, though. But that the second fight was not the first fight. That second fight was just like it was humdrum until you scored knockouts in the final round.
The second fight is what I expected the first fight to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first fight was pleasantly a good surprise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, bro, like you just did, like Haney definitely could have been more offensive. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like, there's no denying that. But I'm not going to say it was a bad performance.
But Haney wasn't fighting a 36-year-old who was on a 10-pound rehydration. I mean, I know Ben was on it.
That's true too. So it's like, and he the underdog. Like, come on, like a lot of like
where he's fighting at 168. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Like, bro, like Ben. A lot of niggas was picking Ben to damn knock the shit out of this version of Eubanks. So it not happening or coming close to it until the 12th is kind of crazy. Like,
yeah.
Like and Eubanks won clear rounds off of Ben. Like Norman just got rounds off of just moving forward and just landing a jab or two. Like
right.
And Haney just not doing enough. Like it's like night and day.
Well, the thing with Ben, real quick, is Ben, he knows 154. He's not going to be in the top 10, top 5, top 15, maybe. 147. Once he becomes a player automatically. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately.
I mean, Haney and Ben's a big fight. I feel like it's bigger in America. But like, I think that's a big. Like, honestly, I think that should be the next fight for both of them. If we want to be honest, like at 147.
Well,
everyone else kind of gets mid belts.
I think Ben could beat Crocker, who got the IBF belt. But the thing with the IBF belt, you gotta go do a 10-pound rehydration clause no matter what. So I don't know if Ben wants to go through all that shit. You know? Yeah,
just fight Devin Haney, bro. Like we know Haney track record. Haney will take the fight. It's all about Ben to take that shit, because him and Hearn, you know, they just shit on people who not signed with them. If you can't make money with them niggas, they gonna shit on you. So
and it's just wild too, because Haney, you know. Haney did sign with Matchroom, like it was.
But it wasn't long term though. It wasn't long term. That's the thing. Hearn, I noticed Hearn's energy changed once the Ryan Garcia fight happened. And he got, you know, when Haney got beat up in that fight. Hearn has never been the same towards Haney. I feel like with media talking.
Yeah,
to people.
That fight changed a lot of people's perception of Haney after that.
Yeah, because Ryan, you know, I mean, Ryan obviously is not seen as a very skillful fighter, other than he has a left hook out of this world, and you know that left hook, you know, was roided up left hook, but it landed.
Like you know, Bill Haney likes to float around, do their own independent thing, not come into Eddie Hearn. Ultimately, Eddie Hearn just turns back on you. really. I mean, he'll work with you, but he ain't. Yeah,
but boxing is too volatile and unpredictable to be damn turning your back on anybody. Like the way boxing moves like a fucking predator team up or some shit. Like one nigga might be that dude one day, then the next minute you not. Then you gotta fuck with this dude who got this work on this block that's popping. Then you gotta fuck with it's like a Wire episode, man. Like. Yeah, you don't know who's gonna be up.
Yeah, but I mean, Haney right now is in a good spot because he's a free agent. He's not signed to anybody, as far as I know. I don't know if he's. I mean, although they say he has a deal with Turkey, but I don't. But for what though? I mean,
if I'm Haney, I make a fight with Tank.
This thing is 3 fights for 36 mil. That's the rumorish. You know, you got 12 for this fight. They say
that's crazy.
Yeah.
If Haney's in a good spot, like right now. I would literally make a fight with Tank and just go hard and because it's a winnable fight for both guys. Like Haney now has the strength to neutralize Tank, and Haney throws like enough where it's not gonna bother Tank too much. Like that's a good safe mega fight for both of them.
Yeah, but you know it's gonna be Ryan Garcia. I mean, you know that's coming.
Yeah. It's whatever. Like,
yeah,
I'll say this. I never thought I would say this, but I can't believe there was a year where Shakur Stevenson was more exciting in the ring than Devin Haney was.
What do y'all think of Rolly versus Ryan? I mean, Rolly versus Haney for a unification.
Ugh.
Yeah, seriously,
I don't know. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
the build
this new version of Haney where he's just throwing 25 punches around, like I'm not feeling that. So like I could name fights that'll be big for him, but I can't really name no fights that I really want to see. And I'm not even trying to speak as a hater, just subjectively, because I fuck with Haney. It's just stylistically, I'll watch Zepeda Shakur 2 than I would want to see Norman Haney 2.
I mean, I want to see Haney KO back there. Yeah, but Haney, I don't fight's negative, but he just is economical enough to win rounds, but nothing more.
It's too negative though now. Like, give me the damn Haney from the Jojo Diaz fight.
Yeah, I mean, that fight. I mean, Haney was offensive as anything. You know, he had to be because.
I mean, even he didn't stop him. Even the Gamboa fight, his offense was looking. Obviously, Gamboa was washed and shit, but still.
But the Gamboa fight wasn't that great to watch either. It was like there was not a good fight.
But he was being turned the corner after that fight. He needed that horrible ass fight to get his shit together, but he didn't get it all the way though.
He threw more punches back then. That's all I'm saying. He just threw more punches. It wasn't. I don't say afraid, he's afraid, but you know, more reluctant to throw.
Yeah, because he wasn't getting clocked. Like, you know, that was the thing. Like, you know,
Tank threw more, but look at who he is fighting. We can't say that off of Gamboa, nigga. Like, shit, Broner would have a Margarito type fucking output if he had to fight Gamboa.
I mean, truthfully, both Tank and Haney didn't look good against Gamboa, like at all. Like, Tank got a mercy stoppage with Gamboa. Like, he couldn't put him out. And Haney kind of went the distance, which was like they were both not really good fights. And Tank was out of shape for the Gamboa fight too. So it's like they weren't good fights for either of those two.
Yeah,
You know?
facts. But yeah, I ain't got too much shit to say else. Probably have a Twitter poll for Haney this week or something like. But yeah, Norman, you gotta like bro, like when you on the big stage, man, you can't just let it look like that, man.
He did look nervous. I ain't gonna lie. Walking out, I did see a little bit of nervous energy from him coming out the walk.
Nigga, in front of 75 people, fuck out of here. You wanna fight, nigga?
Yeah, motherfucker fought in Japan. That was the much bigger audience than what he fought in.
Yeah, it's like, see, the Japan fight is killing all the excuses he could have. Yeah. Like, that's why niggas is turning on him.
As the kids were saying, is Kolek and Oro doing the whole bow shit, which was, I mean, that was cold, you know, the whole bow and
like that shit ruined all the arguments. So it's like, bro, you really gotta suck it up and digest this L, nigga. Cause
like
man.
I mean, like all you have to do is like, I mean, your offense. I mean, he has a foundation with his offense, but now I think it's just more like. He has to be able to adjust other than just roughing up. Like he has to learn how
he definitely needs his feet planted to land something significant. He needs his feet planted like perfectly.
Yeah, his body's not in. Yeah, we'll get technical real quick. Like for his body's not synced up all the way. It seemed like he kind of jump reaches on the upper half of his body, and his feet aren't under him.
Mm-hmm.
So Haney was able to time him with hooks, and he'll fall into Haney, and Haney could just grapple him. So yeah, look, I'll be honest, like there's niggas who you could name certain shit that you could fix, then certain niggas it's like you just gotta start them all over.
Right.
Like we say this with Wilder. Wilder's a nigga you gotta just start all over.
Mm-hmm.
Like Norman looks like a nigga that you gotta start all over. Like he don't move his head at all. Mm-hmm. Like and his chin is up, like nigga, like there's a lot of shit that he could do differently.
And before this, people pointed out too, like in the previews, like people, his chin is like even in that when he fought Cuevas caught him with a couple shots and made him do a little stanky leg early.
Yeah,
it's like his chin's up.
That's why I said if Haney looked better against Ramirez, there's no way I would have picked Norman to beat Haney. But it would just I can't rock with that type of performance and have confidence against a puncher. Like it's just I'll be wrong. I'll die on that fucking hill, but bro, like
I'm just glad
it's just hard.
I'm glad just 20-some-year-old niggas fought risking a zero for a title. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
the biggest takeaway.
Yeah, like the fight still has buzz. It still has good buzz, like the after fight buzz. So I mean, it's something that they can grow on for both of these guys.
Yeah.
But
Norman, all you got to do is just apologize and for the effort and just say you're gonna do better next time.
I mean, he did say in the post. I mean, it sucks though. We almost had an Atlanta boxing bubble burst, Paul. But now that's on hold.
Yeah, it's on hold for a little bit.
Back to the drawing board.
However, though, Cleveland, though, I think boxing's got to start booming over there again, especially after, one Abdullah Mason, put on a hell of a performance.
Fight of the year.
Fight of the year against Sam Noakes.
Fight of the year. Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, because, before that fight, because Sam Noakes was unknown to us. Even we follow UK boxing, he's unknown to us because he wasn't really on any, big cards or anything like that. Other than, if you go to YouTube, I know P said, his feet, he could punch. There was no question about it, but his feet was kind of slow. And truthfully, that didn't tell the whole story with Sam Noakes. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, he's more than a guy who can punch.
I could tell the way he fought.
He's relentless.
I could tell the way he fought that fight isn't how he usually fights. He's pretty good to me. I could tell he, the domestic guys he probably can take care of, pretty easy. But I'm just saying, I could tell the way he fought that fight isn't how how.
As he should. He was fighting for a title. You're supposed to put in extra effort.
That's the thing. Like if you give 100% all the time, when you fight for a title, that's when you need to be giving 110%.
About 5-6 rounds in, he might have been winning the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Because this one,
I don't know if I felt he was ever winning it, but I felt like he was always there.
I'm up a round or two, some scores, around. I don't know. It was
maybe I think he was even at one point, but I don't think I've ever had him winning during the fight. I always felt like
Yeah, he was.
It was close, and like whenever it seemed like he would rock Mason would kind of get him with the activity, where it would kind of like make up for the getting rocked. Because he was getting, like Mason was getting hit with all the clean ass, like didn't.
Like by round
type
9,
hit.
it finally stopped around. Felt like as much like around 9.
No. Mason got hit repeatedly. There was no stop.
Yeah,
Nope.
with all types of punches. This wasn't like a Boots Karen thing where it's just a left hook. Like that nigga was getting hit with overhand rights, left hooks, uppercut, like everything.
Because this fight also kind of put Abdullah's flaws on Front Street. Like his offense, it was cool, except he wouldn't focus on the body. Because when he focused on the body, Noakes was in trouble. And then
he could have got a stoppage if he would have there focused on the body.
But I will say credit to Noakes because
anytime he really hurt him when he did that.
But I think Mason operates at his best at a long range because he got 74-inch reach.
But whenever he hurt him, wouldn't follow up on it. Like that shit.
Yeah. Follow up. But I say credit to Noakes because I think Noakes made him fight his fight, kind of like how and Billy and Lester went a little bit in terms of Lester fighting and Billy's fight. It was kind of similar where.
Yeah, but I mean, he was freezing too much. I don't know. That was more to me. That was more on Mason himself than Noakes. Like. There were opportunities here.
Yeah, because there was times he created distance and he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, Noakes, and even when Noakes got hurt, that boy, he was like swinging, like hitting counters off the ropes and shit like that. And Mason was walking into them. That was the shit that was killing me. I was just like, he was headhunting, he wanted to focus on the body, and then Noakes would clock him one time. Like, it's just like, geez, like don't get caught. I get it. You want to get the stoppage, but don't forget don't slack on your defense. And yeah, Mason's defense is not really good. It's not good defense at all.
It wasn't good.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Mason might have a little bit of boots in him. He might enjoy. Yeah, he might enjoy walking into the fire a little bit too much for his liking. And you never know. He's been, unlike Boots, he's been dropped before and he's been hurt before. So I don't think that's always the best strategy.
Yeah, he loves the game too much.
And the footwork too.
But he ain't got Boots' athleticism and it's like you can't unless you can't make Roy Jones mistakes and not be Roy Jones. Like, and that's the thing with Mason. Like he kind of King P called it. Like he kind of just like his work a little. He likes to fire a little too much. Like this like you see how Shakur Stevenson was getting hit with Zepeda.
Yeah.
But Zepeda was landing if Zepeda threw 3 punches, he wasn't hitting Shakur. Like if Zepeda would throw 5 punches, he was landing the 3rd and maybe the 5th punch on Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Mason was getting hit with Noakes throws 5 punches, he's getting hit with first one, second one,
the fourth
one.
Yeah, I mean Mason's head. Noakes was snapping Mason's head back 2 miles.
You didn't see Shakur may have gotten hit, but he wasn't getting hit with the money punches, the money shots is often like you can get hit, but you can't be getting hit with the money shots.
I've heard the argument though, which
that's the problem.
I've heard the argument before though with Shakur and Hank types where, I don't know if it's a cope for Mason saying sacrificing defense for offense. Do you want to see an exciting fight or do you want to see?
It's new nigga era shit, bro. Because these motherfuckers don't know how to flow offense from defense, so they say that stupid shit like it's a goddamn faucet. Well, I gotta do offense, so let me turn off defense.
It was just annoying because, Mason could have just, it was just simple. Just use the jab to create distance and pivot when he stumbled. Because at times, Noakes was just stumbling in. Just fucking bum rush, stumbling him in, sloppy at times. And Mason just let him and couldn't create any type of distance with him. When all he had to do was just...
I'm glad you brought up the pivoting, dog. This nigga stance is too fucking wide to do that pivoting shit you're saying. You're saying exactly what he needs to hear, but these niggas, it's hard to pivot out of those wide ass Jean-Claude Van Damme, Caleb Plant ass stances. That's something you gotta fix in the gym. It's a bad habit of his. But yeah, keep going.
I definitely wish he do the jab more and go to the body. Like I said, I was watching that film. Just jab more, go to the fucking body. Like that's the two things he could have done that would have helped him a lot. I felt like,
Yeah, especially because Noakes' footwork. Now Noakes may have slow feet, but he has educated feet. Footwork is not always speed. Noakes was where he needed to be to cut off the ring on Mason all night.
I mean, you can tell Noakes. You can tell Noakes had the experience of that. The experience played.
Noakes had the better footwork, to be honest.
Yeah, he did.
Like if you take away Noakes' footwork, like his punch output drops by 30%.
Yeah,
he threw because he was in position to throw, and that's part of him winning that, like him doing that, and a part of Mason allowing him to do that.
Yeah. So and like I said, it made the style clash. It made for a great fight, but like I said, it put their flaws out on Front Street with Mason, right? And I get Mason's only 21, like so. I mean, he's still a young guy. He's still in this boxing, but it's like, and I get it. You like honestly, you're supposed to fight like that for your first title. You're supposed to want your first title, like so. I can't. But it's just like he could have made it a lot easier on himself and take less damage from Noakes, especially when he had Noakes. He was freezing Noakes a good amount of times in that fight.
I will say
that's another one of those fights where it looked like someone could have got a stoppage, but it went the distance anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'll say he definitely, Mason definitely earned his title. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a great.
Oh, he
fight.
did. Yeah. Like, and like I said, the scores were, I had a 115, 113 for Mason. Like the score, that was a hard 115, 113. Like that was one of the, that was not like. You can find 5 rounds to give to Noakes in that fight. Like, that was, it was that fight. And like I said, Noakes made himself. I mean, he made it like if he was domestic level, he's not domestic level anymore.
I said, I think Noakes would beat Padley. I think Noakes would easily beat because Padley got that gift in the last fight too. I think make Noakes versus.
I mean that's not exactly saying much, but yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm saying Noakes can catch some other lightweight slipping. Padley is Padley. Like Padley's not really a world. Like he's not that. He's not
worth discussing. So I'm not going to.
But Noakes can make the other lightweights. He can make shit out with the other lightweights. Like that was a world level performance he put on. Like that shit was like he fought out of his mind. Like because I know they were calling him the Kent Golovkin, which I was rolling my eyes at. But he took shots that should have dropped him to a knee at least once in that fight, and he didn't. That was tough.
He had a great performance, like as far as effort, like that's how Norman should have fought.
Yeah.
Like that's the type, like let's be honest, like if Haney had to deal with that type of effort, we might not be talking about a new world champion.
Right.
Like that's that extra hustle, that's a difference sometimes. Like, but yeah, he made opportunities because he was hustling and he stayed in front of Mason, and he landed all types of shots.
And he believed in himself,
yes.
Yeah, because
say it again, he believed in himself. Like you have to fight like that, especially a world title. Now, I don't want these guys to keep fighting like this in every fucking fight. Like, sharpen up that goddamn defense. Like, people don't understand. Like, you could have wars with people and you're slipping punches and you're just going in and out, like, back and forth. Like, people like Morales, Barrera, they had wars and they weren't getting hit as much as some of these niggas.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like just putting it out there, like we gotta stop this whole I'm turning off defense so I could just give you a better fight. No one's saying that. Like I hate that's how bitches argue. Like you say one thing she did wrong or one thing she didn't cook right, then it's like, oh well, I'll never cook for you again, motherfucker. Like bitch, I said the mashed potatoes was salty. Everything else was good. That's all I'm fucking like. Like that's how you niggas. We say, well, I think you kind of control the fight more. If you would have doubled up the jab and shoot the straight right off the pivot. You know what I mean? I think you could have caught him with some more shit. Oh well, fuck that. I just put on a show. I'm gonna just throw everything at this nigga. I'm not gonna fucking fuck defense. It's like fucking cunt.
I mean, that sounds like one. That sounds like one boxer we all know. But I'm gonna just leave it at that.
There's so many boxers that sound like that. I don't even know who you're talking about.
I mean, there's one in particular. He runs to Twitter about it all the fucking time. So.
Yeah, okay, I already know. Yeah, he's friends with 200 pound for pound guys. One's retired, and I think they was both telling him to throw more punches in one of his last fights. And he sat there on the couch and just took it. But when we say that on Twitter, we're like super villains.
Yeah.
like we're the League of Injustice or some shit. But yeah, like no one's saying like turn off your fucking defense. Like there's look, okay, like I'll say this. There's a healthy in between balance from what you've seen from Haney and Abdullah Mason. Mm-hmm. And honestly, like I know Pat's the segue guy, but that segues into Bam.
Also, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say I'm tired of this. Is another thing I'm tired of hearing from.
Go ahead.
I'm tired of hearing fans say when we talk about the lack of defense, they'll say, "Oh well, this fighter, his offense is his defense." Fuck out of here. Yeah. That's the most overused fucking term I hear, and it's not even true.
That's not at all.
You know why it's not true? Because usually when they say that, it's a guy who never just falls back on his jab. Who like it gets into a tough spot, whatever. He's like, okay, hold on, bam, hold on, let me keep control, bam. Like, all right, boom, I'm getting hit. Like, hold on, bam. Like, it's always the thing who's just gonna wing hooks.
Yeah, I mean that's the shit they say with because people used to say about Wilder. That was his offense is defense. Because
to me, a guy that's like when I think of a guy whose offense is defense, I think of a guy that uses his jab very well. I think of a guy that uses punches to maintain distance, to push you back, or throws a lot of punches in like an educated way. That
give me a name, Pete.
Oh well, you're not gonna get all your punches off. Like in many ways, Golovkin's offense was his defense. And like for Golovkin, I think that was the case. His offense was his defense. But like some of these guys, that's not the case. Like Spence, I think in many ways his offense was his defense. Until the end where it just became shut off all sorts of defense. But like early Spence, his offense was his defense.
And it worked because he operated from a high guard too.
I feel like B-Hop, man. But maybe I'm wrong.
No, I wouldn't say B-Hop.
No,
all his clinches and headbutts and elbows and like delivered back nigga.
No, Spence and Triple G is a good.
A guy Golovkin's a good version of it in the boxing sense. Then you have guys like Paul Williams who are like that. Sam Solomon's another one. Usually it's a volume puncher who you could say that about.
Yeah,
Paul Williams on a higher caliber because we saw that he can adjust from just being a volume guy to boxing. He did that in the Margarito fight, the 12th round when he needed that.
Yeah.
Then you have a guy like how King P said where Golovkin, where he'll like you didn't really see how good like quality Golovkin's defense was until you got to the second Canelo fight.
Also, guys like that who their offense is their defense and that type of thing. Even when they get hit, they know how to get hit in a way where they're not getting hit straight on the button. You're not hitting them flush. You're getting them, but you're not getting them right on the button. Like those guys.
They're like suddenly rolling. They suddenly roll the shot somehow.
Yeah,
that's what Golovkin was doing in the second fight. Like you really start like. There's clips, like you've seen it, like there's clips of him and Canelo going back and forth, dodging the other guy's shots, rolling and countering, and it's real high level stuff. But it takes the opponent sometimes to do that.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do all that high level shit against the damn Martin Murrays and Curtis Stevens, and like, and they world class. I'm just saying, but there's a balance, man. Like you don't have to be Abdullah Mason and just suck your brains against the wall and Marquise. Shout out to Marquise. Salute notes. Mason was landing at a 2-to-1 clip. Yeah, but with Mason's talent and skills, he should be landing at a 3-to-1 clip. 2-to-1 ain't enough for him and a guy like Noakes. Like Shakur was landing 3-to-1 against Zepeda, and that's fucking Zepeda.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, give me a Zepeda Noakes fight next.
Yeah, I mean Noakes. I'd like to see them run it back too, but we're gonna give it back to let's have it run it in like Cleveland or some shit like that. Like, Top Rank needs to do right by Mason and give him a good homecoming title defense. Yeah.
Honestly, I would do it better and put Noakes on the undercard. And if y'all want to rematch later. But like, give that kid a hometown fight with that title, bro.
Yeah, because Mason deserves it. So like, I mean, but definitely like Mason, Noakes, star making.
Noakes deserve a hometown fight as his own too.
I mean, definitely put the kid Tiger Johnson from Cleveland on there. You know what I'm saying? They got a few top. Ohio be having boxers, right? Like amateur boxers and bro.
Yeah, Ohio would never run out of fucking boxers.
Yeah, Ohio is just, I don't know. There's something about that state. Like there's always gonna be some shit going on that niggas is gonna.
Ohio's not gonna run out of damn boxers like Texas ain't gonna run out of guns. Nigga.
Yeah.
Like Florida's gonna run out of damn alligators, nigga. The football players, yeah. Like nigga, you can just walk on the street and like bump into a football player down here.
Yeah, no, but yeah,
everybody know how to zook or have an arm or some shit.
Yeah, but that's what that's why I hope that Mason and Noakes get, because they definitely earn themselves some more opportunities and to earn like bigger.
Florida ain't never gonna run out of niggas that can run a 4.3. Like I swear,
if all else fails, like, but that made me think if there's a zombie apocalypse and the Florida niggas are part of the group, you gonna be the one people gonna be like, yeah, you gotta be one of the scavenger runner niggas, like.
Yeah. Now let's get into this Bam shit because I want to talk about that.
The Bam. Basically, what I was gonna say was Bam is like the perfect balance. He's like that. He gives you the Haney boxing. He gives you the Mason aggression. He balances it where he'll take chances, he'll get hit a few times, whatever. He'll go at it, but he's keeping a healthy, aggressive level of boxing.
And he's not completely selling out. Like so, like you're not just gonna be able to get So no, Bam is a complete fighter, and I think now I'm glad people are starting to realize that now.
Yeah. And like I said, because what he did to Puma was, like I said, most people don't do the Puma. Like Puma, as I said, Puma was on PBC cards beating people's heads in with his volume, like, because he was beating the shit out of people. Like, and like Puma was like, it was a true 50-50 fight on paper because Puma was just, he was just like a buzzsaw. And
undefeated, so he don't even know how it was to lose.
Yeah. And Bam just took him to school. That was an elite performance by Bam. Like Bam, he fought at his own pace. He didn't smother his work. He didn't rush his work. He patiently broke Puma down to the point where Puma was swinging for the fences, and shit like that. And he broke it.
A+ performance.
Facts. Thank you, pilot. That's an example of an A+. It's like when he knew Buddy was ready to go, he turned it up.
Yeah.
And, but the only way you can really do that, and this is why perfect, like elite level punching mechanics and timing plays a part. Like Bam throws, like there's guys who are more economical, but Bam just seems to be just the perfect level of economic for punches. Like it's like in a way, in a sense where when you punch perfectly, I'm talking about getting great leverage, timing, like all those good, perfect shots. They fucking literally add up. So when it's time to just switch the beat up to something faster, you could do that, and it just has double of the effect, and you get the motherfuckers out of there.
Yeah, because I mean, he broke Puma's nose early, and Puma again, like no, it was a night of broken noses. Everyone was bleeding from their fucking noses, nigga. Like,
Facts. I ain't never seen a night like that, yo.
Every fight had someone bleeding from the nose. We'll get into Yarde a little about his too, but yeah, like Bam broke his nose, and then Puma was like, then the body shots were sapping him, and Puma was just like he was swinging the fences, he was getting countered.
And all of them were like splattered, like fucking. You hit him right on the fucking nose and just.
Yeah, they're bleeding for rounds and rounds. And Puma was trying to blow his nose through a broken nose, which you're not supposed to do. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, that's a horrible idea.
Yeah, because you mix that in with some body shots, and you're gonna have a hard time getting the oxygen in.
Bam was landing body shots though.
I mean, Bam's so complete. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like I'm glazed, but he's just a complete boxer. You can
you can say like it
is, bro. Like if he's not like top 3 pound for pound, top 4, I don't know.
He's top 4. He's top 4. I don't know if I put him over. I mean, because Bivol.
I mean, I can't put him over Inoue, of course, but
no, I mean, the top 3.
He's definitely better than Usyk.
I'd say, but I mean, the top 3 is really Bud, Usyk, anyway, right? But I mean, after that, like I might put him over.
Well, to me, it's Inoue and Bud, and then after that, you could you argue Usyk, Bam, but just like it's just those two, and then everybody else is in the distance for now.
Yeah, no, Bam is separating himself. Like that was such an elite performance. Like that pull counter KO. Was just like
the way he smirked. If you see it, the way he does a little quick smirk too, like like he's one of those guys that's a killer. He's just like kind of a nerdy looking dude, but in the ring he's just a beast. Like, it's crazy.
But and the thing is, he's not looked at as like a power puncher, but he knows how to finish people off. Pause.
Yeah,
like he beats the shit out of people, but
it
doesn't look like it, but it is.
I think he gets great leverage on his shots, and then it's just the angles, and then just the way he throws the punches. Like,
and it's steady too. It's not one of these guys where they're throwing 30 punches around. Like every round, you feel like you've been in there with Bam.
This might be a dumb question. Would y'all say Bam's better than Loma? I'm just wondering. Do you think Bam's better?
You know what? Honestly, like fuck it. If you want to say that, go ahead. I will not stop you.
I'm not gonna argue.
Like he's already he's a way better puncher than Loma. The footwork is about equal.
Yeah. Because I mean, he be using them pivots. Like it's hard. Like it's hard to clock him. Like
his defense might be better. Yeah, I mean his defense might be better than Loma's. I'm just saying.
Honestly, I think it is. Like Bam can get hit, and he's been hit.
Yeah, he's been dropped. Yeah,
and he's been dropped. But for some reason, he's another person who, like, you gotta earn them damn special attacks, the money punches on him. Like,
right.
You might get hit with a regular shot, like you may press the B or the X button, but you're not pressing X and O and holding down R1. You're not getting those off like that.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much Bam's only really bad fight was just the broken jaw fight, and that was probably unexpected.
The Gonzalez fight. Yeah,
and that's when he was fighting like 3 or 4 times a year, and I was like, okay, Eddie needs to kind of
chill, like
that shit back. Like
you got pop greatness here. Don't fumble it, bro.
Yeah, but again, this nigga's jaw broke. That's Bam's only real bad fight because he was struggling a little bit.
It seemed like he kind of fights with a little more silent urgency since then.
Yeah, because he don't want to get his jaw.
He don't play with these niggas.
No, I mean shout out Robert Garcia because him and Virgil Ortiz both looking. I mean, like they both have improved from like say 2 years ago. They both look like they're really refined in what they do, and in terms of
And also, if Bam fought like at 126 or something like that, he'd probably be a star. Like he'd be a bigger star than he is.
His big fights are fucking Junto and Inoue. And it's like it's a high.
I mean, he could. I mean, we might eventually see him at 126.
I think he could top out. Maybe eventually. He's a small dude though, but he could top out at 122. I don't know. He's good enough, I guess.
He'll definitely be at 122.
Yeah,
eventually.
But it's just like now we just need he needs the force now. Now he has all the belts except for the IBF belt. Now we have to see if Kenshiro can actually kind of win the belt, and that's probably gonna, if he does, that's probably gonna be his next big fight.
Oh my god, he's gonna. Oh my god, yo, he's gonna beat the shit out of Kenshiro if that fight happens.
Well, Kenshiro's fighting 23-6 champ, but that's on not the Samurai, right? Isn't that on the Inoue Gento card?
Yeah, that's on the Inoue card. So yeah, I mean, like I said, and you know, I'm pretty sure Bam will probably be in the house for that shit too. But that's Bam's next big fight if Kenshiro wins. Like Kenshiro,
I like Kenshiro, but he has nothing for Bam. Like that's gonna be a slaughter. I'm telling you. People. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that follow the lower weights that like fucking overrate the shit out of Kenshiro. Kenshiro is good, but he's not that good.
Yeah, honestly, Kenshiro wars too much. I mean, no, don't get me wrong, he has great victories, but that motherfucker's entertaining as shit. But yeah, I think now the wars are showing on him. So,
and especially at that, you get older at that weight, the younger you are. You know, especially when you're a Japanese fucking face blocker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but they're gonna make sure that Bam gets undisputed at 115 because he'd be the first undisputed.
So he has to. I mean, he's 25. He got to get the undisputed. You got to get that on.
Yeah,
I think he'd be the first Superfly ever. I think first Superfly undisputed champion.
Yeah, I just said that, bro. Yeah, but Bam, that was such an elite performance. Like, and like Puma will come back. Like, I mean, Puma. It was just like it was just a brutal level of separation because Puma can beat the shit out of other fighters in that division, but Bam's it was just too much for him. He couldn't do anything with him. So, Puma will be back. But yeah, that was an A+.
It was a weird weight cut because he was wearing the glasses and he came in at 113, like 2 pounds under. I don't know, but either way, Bam was gonna be his ass. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of crazy. Maybe he needs to move up. Maybe he needs to move up in weight. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure like 118's in his future because we just had Monster's brother just win one of the belts this morning on that top right card.
The kickboxing, right? Tension?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Takuma, yeah. So yeah, there's definitely fights for him up there, but yeah, Bam.
All you need to do is just target the brother and set up a eventual super fight for him. If you whoop the brother's ass, that's all they're gonna talk about. Like,
but anyway, gotta get past Junto. And I ain't gonna. We'll talk about that when that time comes. Anyway, for Junto, you gotta get past Junto and Nakatomi first.
Man, they doing.
He will.
They probably will. They will. I mean, they're not trying to fuck up that fight unless one of these guys loses.
Yeah, but see, Bam and Inoue, Bam and Monsters are ways away still. But if Bam beats the other Inoue, is now the fight semi in the future.
But the thing is, Bam, because Inoue himself was like 32, so it's like kind of like he's gonna catch him on the way out type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It'll be like Monster didn't catch Chocolatito on the way out. Mm-hmm. This is just the universe. If Monster gets somebody when he's at Chocolatito level now, where somebody the nigga who's him now comes after him at this stage, that's just a game.
Yeah, and it really just depends too how aggressively Eddie wants to move Bam up the division. Once Bam comes undisputed at 115, his business at 115 is done. Like he can move up to like 118. Just more or less like how many divisions if he really wants to really accelerate him because. I mean that fight with Monster does have a limit, so it's like especially if Monster goes to 126,
Yeah, because you don't know who, they might be enticing him to do 130.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
we don't know the climate. We could have already had Espinoza, Nick Ball,
right,
or some shit, and now it's like, yo, the winner fights Inoue. Now we're like, oh shit, hold on, that's a crazy fight.
Yeah, because
who cares about Bam now? Like,
yeah, because if Monster goes to 126, that Bam fight will probably have a very small chance of happening unless Bam wants to be on some, jump up 2 weights type of shit, which I don't think he's going to do.
So, see, this is the thing. If he whooped the brother, all things are possible. Because I feel like in a way, will put shit on hold to get revenge off of that. that's the best way to go about this situation. Like that nigga don't play by his pops. He don't play by the like telling you like. If Bam wants that future monster fight, whoop the little brother.
Yeah. And see what happens.
That's the best advice I could give you, because that will throw off all the monsters' plans.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if he KOs him, because Takuma's tough. But yeah, if he KOs him, it's like the monster. Okay, look, I'll stay at 122 just a little bit longer, so Bam can come up here and get this work. Yeah. Like
that's the best way to go. So I would really just start that bubbling. I'm gonna beat up the little monster, and then I'm gonna beat the Beowulf, the mom or whatever, like the bigger monster. Nigga, fuck that.
Yeah, no, but Bam needs recognition right now. Like he is in that area with Crawford and Usyk and Monster right now. He is
at a young age.
Yeah, at a young age, like he is him right now. Like as the kids like to say, he's him right now. So it's like, because I think the only L that Bam took was just, I saw the male pattern bonus in his head. I'm like, God damn, he's balding. Oh well, because he has to take some sort of L, I guess.
Yeah.
But man, no, great performance by fucking Bam. Like, and it was nonchalant. Everything about that shit was flawless. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's no complaints.
Absolutely not. But the main event, though, and I get it. It was the reason why there was the main event, obviously, because we saw a stoppage and everything like that, though. But Yarde had the worst performance.
It was kittens in the camp. This fight,
yeah. And it was disappointing because Yarde is a domestic level fighter who's shown world title effort.
I'm sorry, but fucking Tunde might be the most fucking useless trainer there. Like
easily. Like there was I'll say what does he do? Like, you have a guy who has natural power. Like you can't like, he wasn't moving his hands. Like, you couldn't train him to use a fucking jab to at least jab the dude up or something like that. Mix up his punches. Yarde was trying to be a fucking counter puncher. I was like, that's not your fucking style. You're not
turn this nigga into like an influencer boxer looking ass nigga.
Yeah, and then all you gotta do is trying to clinch Benavidez. The worst thing you can do to Benavidez is clinch him, because Benavidez, that motherfucker trained with Triple G.
And why would you wait? First of all, you're not you don't exactly have the best stamina. Why would you waste your energy doing that? Yeah, no, that was stupid.
Yeah,
Triple G and Kelly Pavlik, right? As a kid, like 14.
Yeah, he trained with Kelly and Triple G as a fat teenager. That motherfucker knows how to fight on the inside.
His IQ, that's what I'm saying. His IQ's crazy because he's been boxing that long. You know what I'm saying? With two world champions as a kid.
Destroyed him on the inside, like, especially the little highlight of him throwing a fucking one punch killer instant combo. Like, because
but the thing is, Yarde was holding him though, holding his arm.
Yeah, the referee let it go. The referee said, "You're holding, bro." Like,
it don't know boxing because it was legal. Clearly, it was legal.
It was legal, and you want you want to let him go, so Benavidez made you pay for it. Like, that shit was, and I posted that clip. I think the story on my internet, and people were like, "Oh my god, what's he doing? Is that legal?" It's like, yeah, it's very legal. He's initiating it. So he's fighting in the clinch like he's supposed to. So yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. He made him pay for it. And Yarde just got his ass whooped from 1 to 7 and shit like that. Like, nothing. Like he took, and he got his nose broken too. He was bleeding from his nose. You can see Benavidez land a shot. You can see the blood flying from his face. Like, it was disgusting. Like, it was, Yarde had it's like, why the fuck would you? You get a spot like this, why would you just not show your best effort? Like, it was horrible, like, watching that. But it was needed because Benavidez got the fade, he got the stoppage that he needed to get.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, credit to Yarde, because he was a tough motherfucker, because he took a beating. But
yeah,
damn.
Truthfully, I think that beating should probably put him in retirement now, because he's clearly a little bit diminished now, because it's just like, if you're gonna fight like that, you're like 34, 35. You might as well just go pack it in. Like, he
got a solid payday, I'm sure, for his trouble.
Yeah, easily. Yeah. But it's just like, Yarde, you were given that spot because you gave Kovalev and Beterbiev trouble. You know, you gave him good work even when you went down in defeat.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to overrate Benavidez, but I think Benavidez is right now in his fucking prime, and he would have stopped Canelo on his feet. And I could tell why Canelo ducked it.
But the one thing I don't like after this fight is now he's talking about he's going after Zerto now, and I'm just like,
It's a big fight.
If he goes up cruiserweight, he's not coming back down.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that right now.
He's not there. He's done. Yeah, and you can see too. I mean, obviously you can tell. Like, I mean, even at 175, you can tell he's still a little, heavy. Like, he had the pigeon fat on his trunks and shit like that. He's still, it's probably killing him to actually make the weight.
They're saying it might have been a struggle for him to make weight, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, so he goes up, no Bivol, no Beterbiev. I'm sure Turkey is happy he gets to hide his fucking buddy.
I ain't gonna lie though. I feel like they're not chomping at the bit for Benavidez. Like I know Beterbiev came out with something today or whatever on Twitter, but it's like they're acting like why not wait for them? They don't want to. I mean, I feel David fighting Zerto. It's a big fight. It's new face in Mexico shit type of thing because it'll be on Cinco de Mayo, I guess.
I mean, personally, personally, Zerto should be going after Apataya or something like that.
Nobody wants to fight Jai. I mean, I know I like Jai too, but nobody wants Jai. Is like.
To me, that's the fight. That's why I'm not a big fan of him going up. Okay, yeah, I just got my win against Yarde. Okay, I'm gonna go up and go fight Zerto. It's not the time for it.
But there's nothing wrong with that fight though, because it's not like Beterbiev and Bivol trying to fight him right now.
Yeah. I just think other fights should happen before that fight should happen. There's just
like what other fights?
Well, I just said Zerto and Apataya.
I feel you, Pat. As a hardcore Pat, I feel you. I just think Jai Apataya isn't.
No, I'm talking about Benavidez end, like not Zerto's end. Like,
yeah, well, no, I'm thinking on both ends. I'm not thinking just.
I know, but I get Benavidez.
I mean, he's got a point because we all thought that Opataya and Zerto were on a collision course, and then fucking. I mean, Benavidez comes in and throws a monkey wrench in that. Like, hey, nope, I'm here. Meanwhile, we wanted, Benavidez against the other Bs, Bivol, Beterbiev, and now it's like the fuck. Now he's not going to get those two if he goes up.
It's never gonna, I honestly, it sounds crazy.
I mean, I get it, but it's
I'm just tired of all these motherfuckers hiding their buddies from David. Like it's honestly pissing me off.
That's all it is.
I know to the comments what King P said. If he goes to cruiserweight, there's a better chance he goes up to heavyweight than going back down to light heavyweight. If he actually goes, I'm just saying he's never going back down. But it's a better chance.
Or that type of all and Beterbiev need to be moving up to cruiserweight.
Yeah, I know. Beterbiev is definitely.
I mean, Beterbiev has said he's going to fight at cruiserweight before he retires. So, I mean, maybe we see him to a cruiserweight. But
that's at least they could do for like everybody come waiting. Like David always got to get like the Constellation Prize fights.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, David, so people are
like, and it's not his fault. Like, because a lot of these niggas when they get ducked, they don't even give you that. David's at least giving you that.
I don't blame him fighting Zeros. If he didn't, Canelo didn't give him the fight he wanted. Seems like Benavidez and the Russians don't really aren't willing to make the fight that fast. You know what I'm saying? Like Bivol,
one of these Mexicans gotta step up.
Bivol arguably, I would say ducked him, but he dropped. I know he had the back injury, but he dropped the belt all willy nilly. The WBC belt, he didn't care. He dropped that shit. So,
but since we always knew the third fight was going to happen, I just I
don't care.
I always just looked at it like, neither one of these niggas should even think about Benavidez. Just get the third fight out the way.
Yeah. And then, what do you expect them to do? I mean, fight Colin Smith, or it's like fucking move up, fight.
I don't mind that fight. That's an action fight.
Yeah, but I'm saying I get.
But the Zerto's a bigger fight though.
Zerto's a bigger fight. It's a third weight division. You know what I'm saying?
And so we should have got Colin Smith instead of fucking Yarde this time.
And I'd favor him over Zerto. I'd favor Cook Boy over Zerto. Who'd y'all favor in that fight? Zerto, Benavidez.
I want to say Benavidez, but Zerto is looking his best ever at cruising. So.
It's a good fight.
It's a style. It might be a 50-50 fight if you think about it.
Yeah. It is, but Zerto doesn't have that type of. Benavidez still has this activity. Zerto is little bit. He fights even as big as he is. He still fights a little bit too conservative for my liking.
He does fight a little conservative.
I
Yeah.
mean,
like he can let off shots, and he's more powerful than Benavidez. He punches harder.
that's what I'm saying. Like now, we don't know. Like we might start getting to the point where Benavidez is reaching the limit of his power, or if he goes to cruiserweight.
Because you see how like Zerto punches better now, and he throws more like cerebral, like more he's just more fluid.
Benavidez was never a guy that had one punch power. It was more accumulation. But I feel like as a boxer, he might be able to survive if the cruiser. I mean, because he can box.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing with Benavidez.
I'm not gonna hit hard. I'm just gonna.
At 168, Benavidez power might be an 8 out of 1 through 10, but that's at 168.
Yeah,
and that's off accumulation. Mm-hmm. You go to 175, that 8 is now a 7. And it's still accumulation. You go to cruiserweight, that 7 is now a 6.
Mm-hmm.
So you see what I'm saying here? Like, he got that type of power where, like, but you see for Zerto seemed to be like punching harder going up.
Yeah.
Different body frames. Zerto always seemed like a guy who could just be heavier than what he was. Whereas Benavidez looked like a guy who he could be lighter than what he is.
Yeah, I mean Zerto should be a full-blown heavyweight. Like,
Yeah, Zerto honestly could very well end up being a heavyweight. And nobody would blame him.
Mm-hmm.
But Benavidez, all this shit about him and Usyk, like I don't see Benavidez as a heavyweight.
Right. I don't.
I think he would get hurt like trying to be a heavyweight. Like maybe in this era, now I don't know. But I wouldn't pick him to beat no Fabio Wardley. Would you?
I mean, I would, but it would be. I still think it'd be 50-50 because Fabio, like, power be damned, like he's
man, dude, he's the worst person for Benavidez because the overhand rights and the fact that he throws all types of different punches. Like, it's hard for Benavidez to get into a rhythm and pick them shits off. Like,
but the thing is, I mean, Worley isn't that type of offensive fighter. Like his bread and butter is he hits hard. He's not like
he's explosive though. Like he's explosive and unpredictable. Like he has that thing going for him 100%.
Like Benavidez will probably hit him like on a 3 or 4-1 basis, but Worley can probably knock him out with one shot. So that's that type of deal. That's like, I mean, Benavidez can't overwhelm because Worley.
Okay, let me ask y'all niggas. Fuck that. Like Fabio Wardley and Benavidez at heavyweight. Pat says it's 50-50. Who would you pick in that fight?
And right now I'm picking. I'm not a Fabio truther, but I mean, you got to go with the proven heavyweight. Like, I don't know. I can't see things going well for David at heavyweight.
I mean, Lampley's been on that. Jim Lampley's been on the wave saying, but I think he's also Breadman's post talking about him versus Usyk, super fight and shit. I don't know, man.
Well, no, I mean, Usyk will beat the shit out of Benavidez.
I know. But I'm just saying, like, Breadman saying that shit, Lampley, like, credible names are trying to push Benavidez to heavyweight. It's just kind of crazy to see.
Yeah, I don't know. This is one of those industry trying to make a fight, and it's not the fight that the fans want to see.
Yeah,
because we're saying if it's 50-50 against Wardley, what the fuck we want to see him fight Usyk then?
Yeah,
Usyk will absolutely destroy him.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all.
Like Benavidez would have to jump to heavyweight and beat the shit out of Kabayel before I start even mentioning Usyk and
Wardley. All right, who wins? Actually, I think Benavidez would beat a guy like Pulev. To be honest, I think Benavidez would beat a Pulev who's a WBA.
Yeah, I mean,
There's some guys out there he could manage a win, but Pulev, is that saying much right now, nigga? 2025.
Pulev got the fake WBA belt. I'm just saying, so it's a somewhat a credible name.
yeah.
I mean, I get it.
So who would you favor? Deontay? I know it sounds crazy even asking this. Deontay Wilder or David Benavidez?
David Benavidez.
You guys are pick Benavidez or Wilder, bro? Yeah, that's crazy.
I would pick David. Dude, if David Benavidez and Wilder was a spar right now on my front lawn, I'm picking David Benavidez. Like, I don't. Is that weird for saying that? Like,
wow, that's why I asked. I thought that was crazy, but y'all niggas saying Benavidez. I mean, so.
I ain't picking Wilder to beat nobody. Like, not no Benavidez. Benavidez, like, he's too poised for Wilder. Like, he's like the polar opposite. Like, that's the nigga who lives and breathes boxing for half his life against a nigga who's been trying to run away from boxing.
Right.
Even though boxing's been good to him. Like, a nigga who's twerking in the gym and doing all types of weird shit ain't beating a nigga like David Benavidez, who was putting in real work in the gym.
Like I said, I mean, Wilder's level is now fully. Now I'm glad now it's fully seen for what it is, like what his true level is.
Yeah, like and that's no hate. Like, he overachieved.
He overachieved big time, but once.
And you know what, America in the heavyweight division, maybe we deserved that. We needed that. Like, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, but once he got figured out, he got figured out. That's pretty much it's been a wrap.
Figured the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, you like literally found out like hold on, there ain't no fucking tooth fairy, nigga. Like that's how that shit was. Like, oh damn, like, okay.
I think Americans so desperate for an American heavyweight. They're just, because
my thing is, not everyone needs to go up to fucking heavyweight. That's just the thing. Like, I mean, people get.
Not everybody's Roy Jones to start at middleweight and go.
Yeah, I mean, hell, not.
Yeah, I know John Ruiz, but still.
Hell, even some cruisers should go up to heavyweight. Because I still remember when what's his fucking name at cruiserweight that fought the French dude. I want to forget his fucking name. He went up to fucking heavyweight, and
I'm about to say it's
more
fuck, I know with the beard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't remember his name. Shit. He fought O'Neal Bell, right?
Yeah, he fought O'Neal Bell. Like, dude was a great cruiserweight. He was a damn good cruiserweight.
Mormec.
Yeah.
Mormec. Yeah. Fuck, I remember that. Jeez.
Yeah, but when he went up to heavyweight, he was terrible. Like,
and he looked like a guy who could have carried heavyweight, but he couldn't.
Yeah, he didn't have heavyweight like punch resistance or endurance or even the power. And that's only like 10 different 10-pound difference.
Like, I know Michael Mora was chinny, but at least he had the power and the boxing skills and shit. Like,
more like
you gotta have a little more to go at heavyweight. I just don't think David Benavidez have like the full body. Like, you can be picky with him. You gotta like Xander Zayas manage that shit.
Right.
What if he schools Zerto 12-0 or something, or beats shot Zerto? Would y'all give him a better chance?
If he look, the Zerto fight's 50-50 to me, but we've seen Zerto get schooled. Like, but Bivol and Benavidez, they have similar styles, but they're not the same.
Okay, well, let's ask.
It's applied differently.
Okay.
But now I'm just saying, like, I could see Benavidez doing that. But at cruiserweight, I just feel like Zerto just is on he fights on another level. Like, I think he knows how dangerous he could be at cruiserweight.
Well, Zero's fighting. We talked about him on the Golden Boy card. He's fighting Safar now. I got announced he's fighting Safar yesterday. The fucking Zafar. That should be a good fight. Remember we were asking, who win that fight, because Zafar did he end up stopping him, or what's his decision? I forgot. But either way,
Zafar, I think that should win the decision. Like, they should have stopped it, but he couldn't get them to stop it because he let the dude come back. Yo, it's Zerto. Yeah, that's a good fight. But he can't let up off on Zerto. Like,
Yeah, but the other thing, Benavidez beats the Russians at 175. The two guys, Benavidez, Beterbiev and Bivol.
I think Benavidez, like all of these. The crazy part is all of these are 50-50 fights to me.
All like Benavidez versus both of them. Both of them.
Like I think Benavidez could beat Bivol, and I think he could beat Beterbiev. Like these niggas ain't invincible, man.
And also, those two fights probably took a lot out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Bivol.
That too, but we've seen like Beterbiev can be outboxed. Like Benavidez, he don't have the footwork to do it in the traditional sense, but he has the poise and the height and the skill. Like he'll do it off the activity. Like I can see it happen.
Yeah, it's definitely
that one nigga took him 12 rounds before Beterbiev could get him out of there, and he wasn't doing nothing special.
Yeah, like Bivol is a great boxer, but Bivol isn't. I mean, like he fights down to, like, you know, to the opponent's level sometimes a little bit too much. Like, 'cause, I mean,
yeah, he only gets dangerous if you get dangerous with him.
Yeah,
like that one guy he stopped before the first Beterbiev fight. That dude was throwing fucking heat at him.
Yeah. So
but Bivol knew he could hurt him, so Bivol threw heat back and got him out of there. With Benavidez, he might not know if he could hurt Benavidez. And didn't they say they sparred before?
I think so.
I've heard Benavidez said in an interview, and he said it like, and the way he spoke of such confidence.
They've sparred together.
Benavidez sounded like he gave Bivol that work.
Supposedly somebody got dropped by a jab. I forgot who was who, but between Bivol and Benavidez.
The way Benavidez sound,
Bivol.
Yeah, like Benavidez sound like he got the better of it, and I don't care. Like sparring is still fighting to me. It's still sparring. If you could get hurt doing it, it's real.
No, because you have some people that aren't American and more of the Russian fans. You know that they think Benavidez don't have a chance. I'm like, he has a clear chance to win.
Bivol don't move his head. Bivol's one of those guys where his offense is his defense in a sense. Like it's like Spence in a way. Like, you know, he punches correctly, or you know, he punches out there. He brings his hands back, so he's good at deflecting and parrying shots. But he ain't opening up to really exchange with you though either.
You could jab. You could jab him definitely.
Yeah, because he keeps his head on the line. He's trying to defend with his hands.
Yeah.
If you're doubling and tripling up the jab, and then you're throwing punches after that, like you can kind of pin him.
You do got to give him props for being the only man to go 12 rounds with Beterbiev twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's yeah. You gotta be special.
He barely did it this first fight.
Yeah, but the problem was Bivol, and I said before because it's 175. Bivol got injuries from fucking around with Beterbiev twice, so it's like, that's the reason why he's on the shelf. I mean, it wasn't like
it take the toll. Like it still go back to what I said with light heavyweights. Like you got real hitters at light heavyweight, so when you lucky if you get 2 fights from these niggas in 1 year.
Yeah.
Like they put a toll on each other at that division more than any other division to me. Probably with heavyweight.
Yeah, like Bivol, all of a sudden it's like, okay, I had to get surgery on this, that. Because Beterbiev hit him and Beterbiev taxed him. So that's the thing. It was Bivol won the second fight, but it was.
But he still got hit. It just he got hit less, only more because of his offense.
He wasn't only getting hit like square in the face; he's getting clubbed in the back of the head, hit on the shoulder. You know how Beterbiev
arms, all of that shit.
He gonna hit you everywhere. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but and you can't let Beterbiev. You can't let him hit you regardless. Anywhere,
and that's the thing with Beterbiev. Like a guy like Beterbiev is a guy you don't want him hitting or touching you at all. Same thing with Holyfield. Guys who, when they relish on just beating the shit out of you and just they don't have to have a clean shot. Those are guys you want to be dodging clean, slipping clean, footwork, keeping range, distance, because there's like their punches weigh on you. So Bivol's not a guy who's slick. He's not moving his head. He's not punching out the counter. Like he has to punch more, so he's throwing more of himself out there to keep Beterbiev from overpowering him, and that takes a toll. Like Like Benavidez could fight at 90% and be competitive and maybe beat Bivol. But Bivol always has to be 105%.
Yeah.
Bivol cannot beat Benavidez unless he's 100% or more. Because we seen that 100% the first time, that shit ain't work.
Yeah.
It's the principle of, you got to be perfect 12 rounds. I just got to be perfect for 1 round.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, Benavidez still has to put in work, but it just, the type of fighter is like, his type of putting in work, he don't have to be 100% to be maximum effective. Like, I mean, not maximum, of course, to be maximum effective, but to be effective. Like,
yeah, to be effective. Yeah, like
he can have Benavidez can have an off night and still beat the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Bivol can have an off night and he might get Joe Smith down to the end of the round.
Yeah. He'll have a bad night and stink up the joint.
Yeah.
Stick up the joint or almost get knocked out or have that fight he had with that
Craig Richards, yeah, and yeah.
So that's the difference. Like, there's levels and there's styles. Like, both come at play.